want to see my progress a little bit. See if I made any real progress. Ugh. Anyways, it's not about me flexing in front of you guys, man. It's kind of homo. Just want to make a big shout out to BenoitGetsBuff. Congratulations on your 2,000 subs. Anyways, bro, I just want to answer your question about the whole my overall fitness goals, right? So essentially, about a year ago, I was training for Special Forces, and then I tapped into the more spiritual side of me and realized that I needed a lot more training. And I realized I'm far from achieving my goals as to being the best of the best. So I feel like if I'm going to be the best of the best, it's going to be another 4 or 5 years, and it just is what it is. I accepted the pretty much the decision to continue training for the next 4 or 5 years, and then reconsider whether if I want to try out for Special Forces again. But as of right now, as I continuously train and continuously combine mind, body, and soul into my training, right, I start to realize that the physical aspect, the cosmetology of the physical features, as when it comes to the body and the muscular system, that it's not as important as I think it was. You know, there was a time when I believed that being buff and being huge was very important because, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of my most favored bodybuilder of all times, and I wanted to look like him, right? And then we have Sylvester Stallone, who had an awesome physique during all the Rocky series. And then we had the Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he was really the overall the best of the best. I believe he was a bodybuilder, plus he was black belt in I won't say he's a black belt. I think he was champion kickboxer, right? And Olympic fighter, I think, at the same time. He was a lot of things, and I looked up to these guys growing up, and especially Goku. Believe it or not, I looked up to Goku a lot when I was a kid. But as of right now, as I continuously maintain progress, right, or continuously progressing, I've noticed that it's more about learning. It's about the journey, right? It's moving on. And then I believe there's going to be a point where this journey has to end, and I have to teach this journey all over again, right? To people who knows nothing of this. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm mastering all of the weights. So I'm learning how to use pretty much 5 pounds all the way up to like fucking, I don't know, 150 pounds on the dumbbells, and trying to exceed 315 pounds on the bench press and all this other good stuff. So that way I can teach the younger generation moving into our generation, because it's gonna, you know, as you get older, being buff doesn't really mean anything. I mean, other than trying to stay healthy and continue live a healthy lifestyle. But I want to go back and give to the people who lack leadership or lack of mentorship. You know, pretty much a lack of bro in their life, and you always need a bro. You always need a big bro in your life. You know. So what I want to do, my mom, she lives in Switzerland, but she has connections in her home country, where she tells me there's children starting to do drugs because they have no other alternative. They believe they have no future, so they start prostitution. They start to do drugs. They go and become gangs, right? All the same things I've experienced when I was a kid. And the one thing that I remember that saved me from the insanity was fitness. Fitness has always been part of my life, and it's always kept me sane. The strength to compete, to continuously move on when times were tough. So that's what I want to do. Go back to these countries and give them something, right? Just teach them something about nutrition, teach them something about strength training, and maybe they can use that and become athletes. You know, somebody take time to develop them, because I feel like everybody needs somebody to watch and develop them instead of just watching and degenerate. So hopefully that answers your question, bro. That is my overall fitness goal. This is going to be a very long journey for me. Versus I want a bigger chest, a bigger upper chest, bigger fucking traps, delt, you know, bigger delts, stuff like that. I really don't care for it. But if I do get it, I get it because of my efforts and training. So other than that, hopefully that covers everything. Anyways, bro, happy Friday, man. Breathe.